Junie Booty in the house. Let's go.
Book intro. Zodiac Academy, book 3. The Reckoning. Can you see that? You can see that. The Reckoning is backwards, but you know what it is. Y'all see this? I finished this because, first of all, who am I? I finished this in 5 days. And I thought it was moving slow. I was like, you're taking me forever to finish this book. But no, it wasn't. I'm like, I really did this in 5 days. 630-something pages. And these book reports for the Academy is getting harder because it's so much material they're putting in these books. It's like, I can't. I'm giving y'all brief summaries. Y'all seeing how book 2 report was. I just had to give y'all like the little quick things that they went through. So I might do the same thing for this one. A little quick. And then with the Reckoning, I know they've been talking about the Reckoning since book 1, where you have to pass the test to stay at the school. You ain't staying at the Academy. You can't get through the Reckoning. They had to go through Hell Week, where the singers was terrorizing them, and they had to go through all their trials. Since the girls, because you know it's Tory and Darcy, child. Since the girls know how to wield all 4 elements, they had to do all 4 trials. I know they was tired. By the end of the week, please. And I think the timeline in this book, it was a week. Y'all went through all this in a week. Please. There was a whole lot going on. Zodiac Academy is definitely a series that it's like you can't turn away from it. It's like reality TV. I literally be feeling like I'm watching a TV show, and I'm like, I won't watch no show that was in the book. It's like you have to be into it, and I love it. I'm taking a little break. I want to move on to book 4. I am going to move on to book 4 because I will be finishing the whole series. I only have up to book 7 though. I have to get books 8 and 9. I'm not doing all the side stories. If you're looking for the side stories, yeah, go to somebody else. I'm sticking with the base. Yeah, whole numbers only. I ain't even doing 8.5. I'm doing whole numbers only. Okay? But I'm taking like a little break. I'm reading Allure of the Wilds. I call her Lori. Lure of the Wilds. And I have to read Carrie Smith's book, Canal Street Bed and Breakfast. So, we getting there. Ride with for this one. So, already, first chapter, the vibes at the school was a little rough because I told you at the end of book 2, some of the people from the pitball game had passed away. Some of the students had passed away from the nymphs attacking them. So the first few chapters a little dull at the school because everybody was sad about what happened. Everybody was still trying to recover from what happened. And then they have to go into figuring out how the girls gonna get through Hell Week, because the thing was on their neck day 1. It's like the teachers, they sent out a little announcement on the atlas. That's a little tablet thing to tell them everything about the school, saying, oh, well, this happened and that happened and we're sorry and this, that, and the third. I said, but the reckoning still happened. Hell Week is still happening. Like, you can have Hell Week with us getting tormented after we just had to deal with seeing some of our friends pass away. Zodiac Academy is a special place, okay? So the girls can't even get out the door. As soon as they come out the dormitory and they're trying to make it downstairs to get to class, the thing is already on them being worse. Please. Can't even make it to class without to keep people tormenting them. So they really have to learn how to use their defenses, how to use their shields to block out them from, like, the seniors from messing with them. It's a whole mess for no reason. Then when they finally get to class, they get Orion's class. Orion he's in charge of teaching them how to deal with their, what was it? I forgot what the first one was. I think the first one he was trying to teach them their defenses with NIMS. But then the other one was he had to teach them about sex. It was sex ed. Because since the lunar eclipse was happening, which happens during the reckoning, also all during Hell Week, the phase, I guess, go crazy. They urges be all over the place. Hormones be raging. So they got to teach the kids how to keep themselves situated doing all that. First of all, that's a lot. Y'all got an entire school full of phase that's under whatever moon that's going to happen in the week, and the kids bugged out. That's a lot. It is. So It said Tory and Darcy got to go through all the trials. They got to do water, fire, earth, and air. The heirs, I still kind of feel bad for them, but I don't. But they still on one, as usual. So, we're going to get into that in the second part, okay? Reckoning. I'm going to touch on this now, because I just thought about it. I'm going to touch on it now. There is a lot, y'all see my eye? There is a lot of spiciness in this book. There's a lot of spiciness in this book. I'm not going to go over it though, because that's not what we do here. I'm giving a simple report. If you want all the spiciness and the details that's in it, you have to read it. But it is there for those who look for it. You ain't got to look far. It is in here. Okay? So, with the heirs still being in regular sales. Some of them still trying to recover from the fact that they had all that stuff going on with them and everything. Darius, though, Darius is... I remember I told y'all in the first one, I do not like Darius. I don't. In this book, I'm on the fence. I feel bad for him in some situations, but I see areas where it's like, you still your same person that you are. In this one, he was all over the place. I think he was battling so much in his head because he likes Darcy now. Not Darcy. Excuse me, please. He likes Tory now. And the fact that Tory and Caleb are getting close, he getting jealous. And I'm just like, whatever, boy, whatever. So, we're going to get there. But I'm not completely 100%. I love me some Darius. He's still on the fence. His father... Something's wrong with that man too. He got something going on with him in this book where he is obsessed with the shadows, and he is looking forward to the lunar eclipse. I think somebody got to be sacrificed. Somebody had to be sacrificed. I don't know. But Darius' father, what's that man named Lionel? Lionel need help. Something's wrong with him. He is a sick. Y'all seen how I talk about him in book 2? He is a sick man. He is a sick man with sick thoughts. Do you understand? I do not like him. I don't. Okay? It is what it is. Anyway, back to Orion's class. Orion's class, the kids had to learn sex ed, all that good stuff. They don't know what they was doing. Here and there practicing with bananas and peaches. Them kids crazy. Professor Washer came in there to get them like a little lesson. Professor Washer don't need to be a teacher in nobody's school, okay? Something's wrong with that man. Something's wrong with him. He ain't all together yet, but it's okay. The girls spent majority of their time studying or preparing because they had to get themselves together for their trials, and they got to do all of them.